It's so beautiful that I have to start the day with a walk. Well, as soon as I've done the laundry, the realities of coming back from travels. Back to life, back to reality. Morning, Natty.
Morning, how are you?
I'm really good, really good. Do you want a cup of tea? I'm just making one.
Yeah.
Coming right up. I don't know how Philip and I ended up with such an energetic dog. Anne-Marie has the calmest, least energetic dog in the world. Yeah. We should seriously swap dogs, Anne-Marie.
She's very energetic. We go for like 2-mile walks at lunchtime. After lunch, we go for a nice long walk. But when she's indoors, she knows that she can be a lady.
Whereas this one goes crazy inside. Well, maybe he is my perfect dog then. Crazy inside, never wants to go for a walk. He actually looked a bit confused when I opened his little house this morning.
It's probably because of the tie.
No, he was like, where's Anne-Marie? And you were saying that the first day that we were gone, he was very uncertain when you opened it up.
He didn't want to come out, and he came down a bit cautiously,
and you're going to feed me?
Looking around, thinking who's still here. Gave him his food, and then after that, it's fine.
Yeah, that's it. Once you've fed him, that's it. He's the cutest dog in the entire world.
He's adorable. But I'm a sucker for dogs. Doesn't matter the size.
Ah, the bread lady's arrived. Fabulous. Anne-Marie's going out. Oh, that's a huge bird. What was that? It looked almost like a heron flying past. I'm sorry I didn't really get it on time. Ah, we're safe. Thanks. It's so sunny and frosty and gorgeous.
Yeah, it is very pretty outside.
Okay, I'm going out for my walk now.
You going for a walk?
Yes, oh yes. Right, let's pop in and see how they're getting on. Allô, j'arrive. Oh là là, c'est magnifique. Mais je peux pas le croire. C'est une très grande différence depuis que je suis partie. Franchement, incroyable. Vous êtes heureux
Ça y est.
de voir la fin de ça maintenant. Alors tout le temps que j'étais à Vienne, vous étiez en train de lisser.
De finir toutes les routes.
Oui, c'est très beau. I'm actually really surprised at the difference in it because it looked nearly done when I'd gone, but this is just completely different. This is a whole other world. And it's not just these, but this half of the wall here, well, this part of the wall in front of us, just next to the rose window, has also been plastered. It's absolutely wonderful. So now this section at least is ready to paint onto.
C'est Arcoa qui va
intervenir pour la peinture.
Oui.
Et ils ont dit, ils ont besoin d'attendre que ça sèche. Ça va être combien de temps pensez-vous avant que ça sèche?
Oui, bon, ils vont intervenir, je pense, mars. Hein.
Oui, d'accord. Bon, c'est pas trop long quand même quand j'ai attendu 18 ans. Un autre mois, c'est pas mal. Et avant ça, vous avez beaucoup d'autres choses à faire.
On a l'extérieur à reprendre un petit peu, les fondations. C'est un mélange de gravier et de sable accompagné d'un ciment.
Et c'est ça qui fait l'extérieur des fondations.
Voilà, avec les ferrailles. On appelle ça des long greens.
Ah mais c'est merveilleux. Ben, je vais vous laisser et je vous verrai bientôt.
Voilà, merci.
And they've actually finished up here now because the bit to the right will actually just be replastered by the paint restorers because it's not such a huge job. So this is it. What a beautiful, beautiful job. I've really got the right people and I'm so happy. It is so uplifting to see the vault in place. I'd started to think we'd never see this day. And it's just amazing the difference between when I saw it before going to Vienna and now. It's such an uplifting start to the new year after a very, very difficult 2023. And to make matters even better, I just received a text from Percy because he and my mother are on their first mini break since Percy got sick. They have gone to Mauritius for a few days and he's just sent me little videos of my mother strolling along the beach and on a swing. Of course my mother's on a swing. Of course she is. Looking at this now and then remembering what a terrible year we went through last year, I feel so blessed, so incredibly lucky that things worked out this way. And I know that a lot of you watch the Chateau Diaries when you're going through very difficult times in your lives. A lot of you have written to me about it personally, but also in the comments. And I hope that we do give you a moment of escapism when you need it and some laughter and a haven to come to in France when things are difficult in your own lives. But if any of you feel that you need to speak to someone about the things that you're going through, I would like to tell you about BetterHelp, who have kindly offered to sponsor this video with this ad. BetterHelp makes it easy for you to find the right therapist for you. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists, and after you've filled in a questionnaire, they match you with the one that they think is best suited to your needs. But it's so important to feel that you have the right rapport with your therapist, that if you feel that that person isn't right for you, at the click of a button, you can switch therapists and find exactly the right person for you. It's very easy for you to meet the therapist at a time that's most convenient for you, and also in the way that you like to express yourself best. So it can be a phone call, or it can be a video chat, or messaging. Over 4 million people are using BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life. And if you would like to try it for yourself, then either click the link in the description box below or go to betterhelp.com/Chateau Diaries and you'll receive 10% off your first month of therapy. I very much hope that you find someone that you can talk to about the stresses in your life and that helps you to get through them. And now, Philip, the vault's done. Let's get the bedroom done.
All right.
So we're going to go start painting. Philip's gone to get Amber and I think they're about to move the wardrobe. What do we think's happened here? I think it might be old. You think it's new? Don't. Thank you very much.
You can go for a little jog.
Look, it's my painting outfit. I don't like wearing like depressing things for painting.
I'm not sure how it isn't depressing. I'm very flamboyant. Well, we had Kevin look at it, didn't he?
Yeah, we got the roofer in. He said it was okay. Just a bit of a worry, isn't it? But I think what we'll do is we'll just make sure we have enough wallpaper to redo it. If it doesn't hold, strip that back.
I'll say to Philip, spatulate the whole lot.
Spatulate.
Spatulate the whole lot.
Maybe give it.
Without getting someone in to literally strip the roof off, because
Yeah.
it's where the dormer is. So you've got the flashing going along the dormer and the roof. I'm sure that's pretty much what Kevin looked at straight away. When
he went up.
Splitting in the zinc flashing. But if he says there isn't, then I'd say just strip it, let it breathe for a while, sugar water it, and then...
And then if we see any marks on the new wallpaper, we'll have to get another roofer in to look.
You can also put some damp paint on there, sealant.
I think that's a really good idea on
There's
that
some
bit.
sealant on there.
And could you fill in the
really
interesting little hole with the little rag in it?
Yeah, sure. It's just whether you run out of toilet paper,
There's a tiny bit of skirting missing there.
Philip was saying you're going to carpet the floor.
Yeah, I'd really like to carpet in here. Yeah, it'll feel so snug.
Yeah. But I was saying to Philip, the floor is lovely, just needs a bit of TLC.
Yeah.
But don't put the carpet straight on. Put some hardy board down.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
it's protecting it. And it also is going to prevent, because the carpet's going to go, it's going to
Exactly.
follow that
Yeah.
little dent in there. So at least just
Yeah, so board
put
it,
some hardboard down.
then carpet. I think I like that idea.
Because you're only stapling the hardboard to the floor, which you can easily, if you do want the flooring back, take it off, sand it out, and you'll never see it.
We either have to repaint or carpet, and I think carpet would feel so much nicer and warmer.
Nicer.
Yeah.
I really do.
For these back rooms.
Upstairs, carpet's lovely. Downstairs, tile, wooden flooring.
I wouldn't do it on the main bedrooms, but these little back bedrooms should be snug.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, nice job of clearing the other stuff out last night for that. Thank you. That's our new headboard, ready to come into the room. It is ingenious, isn't it? I'm going to show everybody how it's done.
You can't actually get the bolt out. The bolt won't come out
Right.
because they've wedged it. So they cut this out. Well, I'll flip it so you can see it in the daylight. So look, the bolt can't
you can't lose it?
You can't lose the bolt.
That is ingenious.
It's so blinking clever.
Yes. Final bit. So jealous.
Purple.
Just chose my moment.
Sorry, everybody there.
I'm so jealous, Natty.
Beautiful.
bread and egg.
I nearly couldn't fit into my coat anymore after the Viennese extravaganza, so I'm back to my intermittent fasting. And you keep trying to tempt me with egg. So unfair.
Eat normally 3 meals a day and go for a run, go for a walk.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I go for my waddle, but no, not a run. Good grief.
I try to get to around, I don't know, 15, 20,000 steps a day.
I found him doing this.
No, you didn't.
Watch.
You did not.
I,
But where were we?
I don't know.
We were on the plane.
Okay.
I was looking, thinking, I'm not going to get my,
steps.
I'm not going to complete my rings today. We were on the plane. Natalie went to the toilet on the plane.
You didn't.
But the thing is, it didn't work. the watch is smarter than me.
I don't know that about
It didn't
that.
work.
So you're going to, as Anne-Marie says, spatulate that wall.
I'm gonna, endeavour to.
Okay, and I'll start painting this door.
So there's this mysterious light switch that, do you remember what it was for?
It was 20 years ago nearly, darling. I don't remember.
But what I don't understand is that you've got one light switch, another one, okay fine, either side of a bed, because you've planned for double bed, another one for you when you walk in,
Yeah.
alright? There's one here for the bathroom.
Okay.
I've
So
checked.
far, so good.
That one is not the one for the bathroom, which also would never made any sense, but you know. But I've checked the light.
Does it do one of the sockets?
No, it doesn't do any of the sockets underneath.
Not the bedside tables.
No, and even then, that would have been weird. That person would then not be able to turn off the bedside table lamp.
I don't know what it's for. Oh dear, I just opened the paint tin and surely that can't be the colour we chose. That seems a little violent. Maybe once I've stirred it, things will improve?
I figured out.
What, the switch? So it was
Why?
for, it was for putting the lights on the dressing table on and off.
But why would anyone who comes into this room think, oh, I'm going to use the dressing table? Oh, great. Oh, that light's broken. All right, let me go and change the bulb. Who is going to think that that is a light hidden behind the
Someone who knows.
But,
Look, it made perfect sense at the time.
Pavlina, if you're watching this, did you know that that was for that?
I made those curtains out of a sheet
Really?
that I found in a discount store.
I really like this fabric.
That's what I thought. It was quite nice, and I didn't have anything for this room. I really had to try and do things on as much a budget as possible.
You're quite clever about that.
And the little lace fabric underneath, they're from IKEA.
No,
Yeah, those lace drops.
it's actually not far off.
Oh dear, dear, dear. When you see it like that, it feels quite dramatic, doesn't it?
This seems more, you know.
Yeah, it's not changing much when I mix it, I'm going to be honest.
Slightly lighter.
It just feels quite not grey enough,
It's
you know,
like
quite
bubblegum
violent.
pink.
How did we choose bubblegum pink?
We didn't. It was a very.
Yeah, that looks more bubblegum than that, doesn't it? Or maybe it'll dry down.
Uh-huh.
Look, it might. It might dry like that. Look, I'm just going to put it on the door, and if we have an emergency, we have an emergency. But let's at least try. Okay, fingers crossed this dries darker. Oh, please dry darker. Don't know. Philip, no.
Oh my God.
No.
I did think that Pavlina would love that colour.
Just for you, Pavlina.
Oh my goodness.
What? I've just noticed that the edges are starting to dry slightly darker. So fingers crossed it's not going to be as dramatic as it is now. I'm going to carry on and just keep my fingers crossed.
Is that
That does not feel good to us.
is that the lath and plaster?
That's the wood. Isn't that wood coming straight through?
Yes, that was wood.
So that's your rafter.
Yeah, it's a rafter that's completely rotten, I think.
Yeah, that's the rafter. That's the tie beam.
Philip got a bit alarmed as he suddenly found that hole and then...
Part of it is the
happened.
bath that's coming off. Good thing is, it's actually dry.
Okay,
Really?
that is very, very good news. So this is old.
You're not going to like this.
What?
We're going to have to take this out.
Oh.
And this is how every project in the Chateau Mushrooms. We're just gonna do some painting. I know.
know that.
No, I know. I'd rather do it properly, but I mean, like, we're trying to do some painting, and some wallpapering, something easy that doesn't
Happily
require.
painting everything bubblegum pink.
That's a bubble gum, yeah.
Slats, that's what I was looking for.
No, it's going into it's going into the rafter. That's the problem. It is dry.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is an old.
Well, it's been raining a lot, so it must be an old leak.
There's nothing feels damp to the touch. It's cold, but it's not damp. The wood itself is dry, so it's going to have to be stripped and then treated.
You're looking cheerful about it.
It's going to have to get stripped and treated. But it is. What would be more interesting would be to open up there to see if it's just this is dry. But
Must have been, running all the way down.
Interesting to me. Tiny little hole.
Sorry, guys.
Don't worry.
That's alright.
No, it's dry. The battens are dry. If you take everything out, and tomorrow I'll have to, because I'm going to carry on what I'm doing in a minute.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll strip all of this down. I know it's not the right tool for the job, but
This is why it's called fungi.
And we just used his hand as a hammer. Saw that. Explains why everything's fastened too tightly in this house.
This bicycle is about the size of my thigh, so I'm not very surprised.
it is. It's all.
Still dry?
Yeah, it is dry.
Well, that is good news. I mean, it'd be better news if we didn't have a massive hole in the wall, but great. Well, I finished painting the door because I figured we may as well try it with the lighter paint as well in the middle. The lighter paint I think is a better colour, but I'm pretty sure the darker one has now dried and it's still just way too much. I was going to say the word hideous. It seems unfair to say that in front of it. It's a lovely colour in its own right. It would make a lovely towel or dress. I'm not convinced about it for the woodwork though. So we'll come back in tomorrow when it's completely dry and have another look. But I think we're going to go back to Brico and get some more sample pots because this is ridiculous. Do let us know what you think. My problem at the moment, and to be fair, the middle colour hasn't dried yet, so I could be wrong on this, but the middle new paler colour looks as though it's got a touch of lilac in it that, as far as I can tell, doesn't match anything in the headboard at all. The darker colour does look pretty good with the roses in the headboard, but it seems too strong. I'm really torn, I don't know what to do. I'm going to clean my brushes and just eat cake to get through this. You know, I don't usually let these things get to me, but I have to be honest, today I'm a bit demoralised. I think we really felt that we were going to finish all the paintwork today and then be able to start on the wallpapering tomorrow. And instead, poor Amory's now got a whole new bit of plasterboarding to do tomorrow, and we're back to square one with the paintwork because unless there's some sort of overnight miracle with it drying, I don't think we're going to like it in the morning.
Every single time we try and sort out one thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and we're like, okay, great, so we'll get this room done, we'll just take all the furniture out, and then we'll get the wallpaper up and the paint up, not in that order, obviously, but we'll do all of that, and then one room is done, we can close the door, finished, we don't have to think about it. And once the room is a mess, with all the furniture out, and then everything down, etc., we find a problem and everything is just... It's like, is that the life of a chateau restoration?
We have two massive panettones that we had for Christmas and never got round to eating because we had the other one. I think my eyes were bigger than my belly. This one is Philip friendly. It's chocolate and pear. And this one is our favourite pistachio. And we've got to recover from
Luckily the plates are big.
of the day.
Decoration disaster.
Yes.
It wasn't a disaster.
Well, the paint and then the
Trying to say this.
I quite like the bubblegum pink.
Really?
I like it. I do actually. I really do.
I haven't been upstairs.
Not for me personally.
You should have a look.
Yeah.
You know, I was worried about the amount of panettone we have, but it goes down very quickly, doesn't it, with my portion?
It seems so light. It seems super light. So.
We are completely exhausted this evening, so we're just going to have leftovers of Amory's amazing chili con carne. This is the last little bit of the sambal cheese. It's been so good. We've eaten every last bit. I think we should take this upstairs to bed and watch the end of The Crown.
Oh, I would like that.
I think we will do that tonight. So we'll see you back here tomorrow to carry on up in the bedroom, and until then, à demain.